Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Deepali Khetrapal. I'm a teacher, mentor, and an NLP master practitioner. I'm here to discuss with you certain core values which may seem small but play an important role in achieving success in life. Do hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss upcoming episodes. We will be discussing the meaning of these values through various examples and stories and how we can imbibe these values and make them a part of our life. Let's begin with the story. It had happened after Swami Vivekananda ji had returned after his great address at World Parliament of Religion and everyone in country knew about him. Vivekananda was wandering around near Himalayas and came across a river. There he saw that boat had already left the bank. So he sat by the shore to wait for the boat to come back. In the meantime, a sadhu came there. He saw Swamiji sitting there. He approached him and said, "Why are you sitting here?" Swamiji replied, "I'm waiting for the boat." Sadhu questioned, "What's your name?" Swamiji replied, "I am Vivekananda." Sadhu replied in mocking tone, "Oh, so you are famous Vivekananda who thinks that just by speaking in foreign he can become a great sage." Swamiji didn't say anything. Then Sadhu demonstrated his power by walking few meters on river and then said, "Can you cross the river like I did?" Swamiji showed respect humbly and said, "Indeed, it's a great power, but can you tell me how much time it took you to gain such great power?" Sadhu proudly replied, "It was not easy. I did 20 years of extreme sadhana, then I got this power." Saying this, the sadhu seemed very proud. Seeing this, Swamiji replied, "You wasted 20 years to learn something that a boat would help me do in 5 minutes. You could have devoted these 20 years serving the destitute or the poor. You wasted 20 years to save 5 minutes. This is not wisdom." The sadhu was left speechless. Wisdom seems to be a huge buzzword these days. Everyone knows they need it, and yet very few seem to possess it. What is about this mysterious word that has captivated the curiosity of men for millennia? Who better than Solomon, the wisest man to ever live, to give us a definition of the function of wisdom? There are two distinct roles of wisdom. The first role is to teach. What is it that wisdom wants to teach? Discipline and success. Notice that discipline comes before success. We all want successful lives but don't want to follow the discipline mandatory to get there. The second role of wisdom is to help or guide. This is the realm that most people refer to when they use the word wisdom. This role always surrounds action. Wisdom is not a state of being but always pertains to the actions of your life. It will help you to see and do the right thing at the right time, in the right way, with the right people. It will also show you how to operate with justice and fairness. Wow, how we all need more wisdom. Popular belief suggests we gain wisdom through life experience. And with everything we've been through over the past years, we should all be brilliant sages, scholars, and savants. But interestingly, wisdom has depth and nuance that is worth understanding because it can be developed. Perhaps most importantly, it can be put to good use in our work and lives, making decisions, sustaining success, and reinforcing relationships. Wisdom isn't reserved only for the elderly or the aged. Contrary to popular opinion, anyone can be wise based on their characteristics and skills, not just their years of experience. It's more typical for the wise to be more senior, but it's not a prerequisite. Knowledge is required for, but not a guarantee of success. We are told from an early age that knowledge is the key to success. If we learn, we will achieve. Knowledge alone, however, is not a key that opens up any opportunity. Wisdom is the application of knowledge. Just because someone knows facts, details, or information does not make them a leader, a teacher, or a success. The application of knowledge through wise choices, decisions, and actions that anticipate consequences is what truly defines success. Knowledge allows us to think about issues, topics, and challenges from many perspectives. Wisdom allows us to succeed by putting what we know into action. Wisdom is more than just knowledge, of course, It is the application of knowledge and discernment that comes from perspective. This saying sums it up well. Knowledge is knowing what to say, wisdom is knowing when to say it. Knowledge is required for wisdom. After all, you must have a foundation on which to build. But it's possible to have knowledge, book smarts, or awareness of something without the judgment that goes along with how to use it. So why do we need wisdom? There are plenty of reasons we need wisdom. First reasons are happiness and fulfillment. When you make wise decisions, you keep your immediate needs in mind along with holding long-term perspectives. This is key to making choices that bring you joy. In addition, wisdom allows you to make better contributions to your community by balancing your needs and boundaries with those of others. Wise people also pave the way towards greater fulfillment in their work because they can discern the best way to handle everything from relationships with colleagues to judgments about their customers, all important to effectiveness at work. It is fairly straightforward to understand, build, and develop wisdom. Here are a few key elements. Consider others. One of the main components of wisdom is a sense of empathy towards others. It is the concern for others and the ability to cooperate. It makes sense. When making decisions and deciding on course of action, the wise people think about how their actions will affect those around them. Since none of us live in a vacuum, this ability to consider the community, the connections, and the bridges around you is important. In addition, wisdom is always about making decisions in context and understanding how any choice will affect not only ourselves but those around us. Manage yourself. Another element of wisdom is the ability to regulate emotions. As you seek to develop your wisdom, be aware of yourself and actively reflect on your own state of mind, opinions, and attitudes. Then, be able to make choices about what you share and how you appropriately control your emotions. In addition, the wise are typically authentic. In our world of curated identities, where we put only our best faces forward through social media, those who are authentically themselves set a wise tone for their relationships. Seek diversity. Wisdom is associated with the tolerance of diverse values, but it's probably even more than that. Wisdom demands ongoing learning, and this can only come from true openness to different points of view and a belief we don't already have all the answers. Wise people also have a sense of humility, realizing their point of view is not the only one and appreciating how much they don't know. As the quote from Sockman goes, the larger the island of knowledge, the longer the shoreline of wonder. Wisdom demands asking questions and listening to expand, understanding, appreciating all that is unknown. Embrace uncertainty. Another element of wisdom is the ability to deal effectively with ambiguity. Ambiguity is the quality of being open to more than one interpretation. As humans, we crave clarity and certainty. So the maturity of wisdom allows us to work through this natural inclination and find ways to make judgments, take action, and be constructive even without much clarity. It's similar to agile expertise in which small steps and incremental improvements allow for continuation on a journey in which we aren't stagnating or falling behind. Take a long-term view. Wisdom is also built through the ability to put aside short-term gain to make decisions that serve for the longer horizon. Investing in yourself through additional schooling for development of your career or avoiding the additional cupcake in favor of the dress you want to fit into for your daughter's wedding. So, while wisdom can sometimes be the purview of older or more senior members of our community, it is also a helpful perspective to apply to our work, no matter what our age. Whether you're seeking to make better choices in business or for your community, a little wisdom can go a long way. This is your friend Deepali Khetrapal signing off. Stay tuned, keep smiling, God bless.